Guideline number 12. Stop looking externally for solutions. This guideline is twofold. Firstly, you've got externally orientated solutions in the form of things we do that give us an intermittent reward. So take addictions, for example. We think they're formed when someone is repeatedly doing something that they get a lot of value from, and therefore can't stop doing it even when the activity becomes less enjoyable. So if we bring the concept of an intermittent reward into the mix, then this means that sometimes you get the reward and sometimes you don't, but you can never be sure when that arrives. So does this sound familiar? Can you apply the concept of intermittent reward to yourself? A thought to sum that up that you might have is, oh, just one more piece of chocolate, one more show on that series on Netflix, one more check of my phone on social media. We're all looking for that reward that's intermittent in nature. These are handy distractions from what's really the matter, and at the same time they're there for a reason. It's our subconscious protecting us by repressing emotions and ignoring things that are too difficult or painful to deal with. Therefore, if we address the root cause that an addiction is distracting us from, then we can essentially work on and resolve the addiction without explicitly addressing it in the first place. Secondly, there's goal setting. Most coaches would begin by asking you what's your goal and then concentrate on it throughout your time working together. And this is okay. There are many brilliant coaches out there that are great at what they do in their own niche. But what if the goal during the time changes and we change our mind? So suddenly, for example, you don't want that new job. You instead want to work on your relationship with your kids, for example. You see, sometimes we hang our self-worth on a goal, thinking that if we achieve it, then that's what will make me happy. But really, we're just trying to fill that gap in ourselves that comes from a lack of self-worth. And then from that, we just go around chasing goals. And that's where we can develop things like an addiction, because we don't feel good enough. The beauty of the work that we do together is that not only does it cater for you changing your mind, but it also gets you looking internally for your answers, which are there. So the work I do is to get you to look beyond just goal chasing and ask why you want them in the first place. Because when that happens and people look into the deeper work on themselves, then the niched work makes more sense and more acceptable for your subconscious to take on board. Ultimately, you have the answers. You just need to be brave enough to go looking for them.